Today we're taking a look at the new 2024 Exalt 35 by Elite Archery. Welcome back to Mike's Archery, and we are here taking a look at the new mid-year introduction from Elite Archery. They have got a brand new bow that they have come out with here for the 1st of August, and it is a fully redesigned model, and we were pretty excited to see what they had sent to us to give us a brand new platform to work off of. So as we look at the new Exalt 35, obviously it's a longer axle-to-axle bow at 35 inches. We expected that just from the name. Now when you look at the speeds on this, it is not a speed bow, but it is going to be a comfortable shooting bow with a long axle-to-axle. It's going to be really forgiving. The speeds on this bow are coming in at 337 feet per second with the smooth mods. And then if you put the performance mods on this bow, you're going to get 344 is the advertised speeds. Now, obviously, we mentioned the axle-to-axle being 35. They've got an extra 16th on there for the reel length, so that gives it an overall cam-to-cam length at 39 7/8. Now, the brace height on this bow is a 6 13/16, so just shy of that 7-inch brace height. Again, going to make this a real shooter, real accurate, and real forgiving. Now, from there, the advertised weight on this bow comes in at 4.8 pounds. And we threw it on the scale as we always do, and we got a real weight out of the box at 5.6 pounds. We pulled the dampeners and the little stabilizer off the front. We got it down to 5.2, so it is coming in a little heavier than what is advertised from Elite. Now with the cam setup, you are going to get a draw length option going all the way from 24.5 out to 30 inches. As per usual, you're going to get that 1/4 inch draw length adjustment with their cams. The draw weight options on this bow, they gave us a few more options with this new Exalt. You're going to be able to go down to a 40, bring it up to a 50, a 60, give you that mid-range at 65, of course a 70-pounder, but they've also added in a 75-pound option on this new bow. So if you're wanting to get just a little more weight, a lot of guys are going that way, especially with how smooth these new bows are, you can get that 75-pound option in this bow. Letoff is standard as what we've seen with their cams from the last couple years. You can get it up to 90% with that adjustable performance or smooth mod on that cam. Now, as far as new features, they did a redesign on this riser. We've got the new rack system, which includes Picatinny rail mounts for your sight on the riser, but then they've also included a couple Picatinny rail mounts on the limb pockets. We're pretty confident there's going to be some accessories to mount to that. We feel like there's going to be some type of kickstand at the bottom. What else they come up with to mount to those pick rails is beyond what they have told us. So as we look at the other integrated parts of this system, you've got the integrated rest, something that Elite has not done up to this point. We're pretty excited to see them integrate some accessories, as most of the market has gone that way. So not only did they give you the QAD dovetail slide on the back, they also gave you the Hamskea core mount there. So you're going to be able to integrate any rest on the market, as well as keeping to a standard rest mount if you still want to mount one of your favorite rests that doesn't come as an integrated option. Now they kept with that SPX cam with the V3 mods, giving you that full adjustment with those 1/4 inches, as well as being able to adjust that let off, just to give you that perfect holding weight and perfect feel for your shooting type. Again, you're also able to go from a comfort to a performance setting if you just want to get a little more speed out of those modules. Now they did keep with the set technology. We fully expected that. It's a great tuning option. It allows you to tune this bow very easily on the range without having to put it in a press. It's one of the nicer features about Elite bows. They also kept with the Delta VRT, which is the small stabilizer mounted low on the riser. Now with their standard features that have come on all the Elites, you've still got that cage riser, the LRT if you need to tune those cables. You still got 2 mounting spots if you want to shoot a conventional sight on this bow, 2 rest hole mounts, the standard grip that they've had for a while now, which is a great feeling, nice slim feeling grip. You've got your string stops, limb dampeners, all the good stuff that should come on a high quality top end bow. Elite has knocked it out of the park if you are looking for a long axle to axle, really solid, stable shooting platform. Now Elite, as always, has a huge color palette, and they have kept with pretty much all the same colors that we have seen from their bows in the past. The Ninja Black, the Midnight Copper, your Outdoor Green, the Mountain Tan, your Sienna Brown, Slate Gray, Cobalt Blue, Orange Ignition, Laguna Teal, Purple Rain, Silver Alloy, the Sour Apple, and the Liquid Bronze if you want some of those really cool target colors. And then on the hunting side for camo, we have got a new mossy oak Bottomlands that we have seen a lot of manufacturers go to, and you can still get this bow in the First Lite Specter, the True Timber Strata, as well as Realtree Edge or Exscape, the Vuni, and the Pure Whitetail. So you can really make this bow specific to you and trick it out in any color you might want. Now, as far as price point, it came in right there where we fully expected. A long axle-to-axle bow with all these features. It's going to match up with what we're seeing on the market across the board at $13.99. Now that's for your solids and your hunting colors. If you are looking at one of those target colors, it's going to be a $100 upgrade to get some of those brighter colors on this bow. But overall, pretty much where we expected Elite to be and stay competitive in the market at $1,400. From here, we're going to step back to the lane, take some shots out of this bow, let you know where the speed as well as the decibel ratings come in on this new model, and give you a full breakdown on the feel and overall shooting of this bow. As usual, we'll be shooting this bow at 29-inch draw length on 70 pounds with that 90% let off. So we've stepped back here to the lane and we have got the new Exalt 35. Now this is a mid-year introduction from Elite. We're going to shoot this thing over the chronograph, kind of give you a breakdown of some of the numbers and what we're getting as far as performance out of this bow, as well as the noise rating. As usual, we are going to be shooting this bow on 29-inch draw length, 70 pounds, and the 90% let off. So let's just see what kind of numbers this thing is going to put up. All right, with a 400 grain arrow, we got 291, so 291 feet per second is pretty decent for a long axle-to-axle bow. This is not a speed bow. This is going to be a comfort setting bow as well. That's not on the performance mods. So with a 350 grain arrow, we got it up to 308. And then as we went up to a 450 grain arrow, we got 272 out of it. And with a 500 grain arrow, it dropped off to 258. It's really not holding speeds great as you get a heavier arrow, but again, this bow is all about accuracy and feel, and frankly, it's got all those things. But let's take a look at the decibel meter as well. So the noise rating on this bow coming in at 89.3 decibels. Frankly, a really quiet bow if you're wanting to shoot this thing for a hunting bow, which I think a lot of guys are. This is going to be a fantastic hunting bow, being quiet, super smooth. As we've been shooting it back here, kind of getting ready for this video, it's rock solid in the back wall when you come over, even with those comfort mods, and just a great feel out of this bow. And I'm a guy that likes a longer axle-to-axle bow. I've always liked a 33, 34, this being a 35. It just fits me really well. Has a great feel. So if you're that bigger guy that likes a longer axle-to-axle bow and you want something stable and steady, this new Elite Exalt 35 is going to be something you're going to want to look at for this fall. So the grip feels great in your hand. It's got that same grip as the other Elites from the last year or so. And just overall, we're impressed with what Elite has done on this new Exalt 35. It's got just an awesome feel, very low hand shock in it. When it goes off, you just barely know that it happened. Overall, we are very pleased with everything that we have seen from Elite. They made some major upgrades, some component changes, integrated stuff that we thought they really needed to do. And we're really pleased with what we're seeing for this mid-year introduction. So if you're looking for a brand new Elite bow, and maybe this Exalt 35 is something that's in your wheelhouse, give us a call here at Mike's Archery. Stop in the shop so you can shoot it, get an idea of what you're looking at. And if you need any other Elites, be sure and contact us on those bows as well.